I probably fell asleep at like 12 last night, and I managed to sleep until 10:22. Whoops.
So, as you can see, this week did not exactly go as planned. We had some highlights, we had some good stuff happen, we also had some bad stuff happen. So let's talk about it. So our goals for this week was to complete a consolidation on Sunday and get to bed at 10 p.m. every night. Those were the goals. This is what happened. Let's start with Sunday. What happened on January 11th, day before school started? I was able to get my weekly consolidation in, which was Imperative Habit, and we made it to bed around 10:30, I believe. That's a fail number one. I got distracted talking to a friend. Nothing terrible, but we can do better. I also ended up tossing in bed for I think until 12:30. My sleep schedule is really messed up. Monday morning, I woke up really late. We were still able to get our morning routine done, got my bed set, teeth brushed, and then we were able to hit the gym that day as well. Just a basic workout, did some bench, leg press. I ran for 10 minutes on the treadmill. That's all right. Monday night, made it to bed at 11:30 p.m. I was stuck washing dishes and finishing up. If you saw my last video, I did a cover of a song, so I was finishing up that project. So that's 2 fails. We haven't gotten to bed at 10 p.m. yet. Now, on Tuesday, I was able to wake up at 8:45. So, a bit better than Monday morning. Still not early though. I set my bed, brushed my teeth. We just had classes, a bunch of classes that day. Bedtime on Tuesday, we finally made it to bed at 10 p.m. So, on Wednesday, I was able to wake up at 6:30. This is when I started seeing the shift in my sleep. I was able to start waking up early. We got our morning routine done, and then we hit the gym, and we did some benches, some squats, curls. I did a 23-minute run. Felt really good. That night, I stayed up till 11, so we filled again. On Thursday, I do not have anything listed because Thursday morning, everything just kind of like fell apart, you could say. I just was off the routine, wasn't in mind, wasn't in sight, and I got distracted with something. We'll talk about that in a bit. But on Thursday morning, I woke up at 6:30. I had something early that morning that I had to get to, and then again didn't get to bed till later. And then Friday, yesterday, I woke up later, went to bed at 1 a.m. last night. So to sum that all up, we kind of started a bit weak. We hit 2 good days, and then we kind of fell apart again. Would I consider this week an accomplishment? No. But was it a failure? I was going to say no. Overall, my sleep has benefited. I have been able to wake up at 6 this week, so we know it's possible, at least. That's all we wanted to do this week. So I think the biggest thing is video games. I got distracted playing a certain little video game. I'm slightly embarrassed to admit it, but I'll say it. I started playing Clash Royale, and so that has been interesting. Trying to figure that game out. It's actually quite difficult. I'm not going to name names or blame anyone for getting me on it, but it's a problem. This week I wasn't really distracted by social media at all. Didn't watch much YouTube. I've just been listening to music, but video games were the biggest thing. So next week I'm going to set a 45-minute screen time. I know that sounds like a lot saying it now, but it's better than 2 hours and playing a game and forgetting about everything. We need to put some limits. So some positives from this week, like I said, the sleep. I was also able to finish reading a book, which is like a big W. I hate reading, and so if I can finish a book that I enjoy, that's a good thing. And I also started another book, an audiobook, Catching Fire, the second book in the Hunger Games series. I'm about 2 hours in, so a fifth in already. I've actually been enjoying listening to these books and reading that book, which takes the place of me scrolling on YouTube or playing video games. I was also able to make it to the gym 2 times this week, so that is another big win. So for next week, the imperative habit will be screen time limit. We got 2 imperative habits now: 10 p.m. bedtime, screen time limit, And we also have a couple other habits as well that aren't imperative but are on the list. So every week in this series, I'm going to try and walk you through some of my systems that I use. Calendars, notes, time management, all that stuff. For this week, I'm just going to walk through how I'm keeping track of my basic habits, how I'm going to keep notes so that at the end of the week, I can tell you these are the times I did this, these are the things that I did. I keep a folder in my notes app called Daily Log. I just keep a template of everything that is currently going on. Then whenever it's a new day, I just duplicate the note. I write in the date at the top, and then I use that to keep track of everything. So today would be it's the 17th today. Check them off as I go about my day. I got my imperative habits, morning routine, daily grind, and evening routine. You can see the imperative habits are listed under their category, but they are taken up to the imperative habits list. Then anytime I'm adding new habits, for instance, I'll be adding my screen time habit. We'll add 45 minutes here. It gets added to the template, and then for that week, I just duplicate the note and add the date. I want to start adding notes, what I do throughout my day, so that way I can look back and know, oh, this is what I did. I can go to my calendar, which, let me pull that up. You can see how I keep my calendar on the weekly. I just have all my classes and study time blocked out. It's pretty simple, pretty basic. Let me know if you guys have any ideas about how I can better use this system. Another thing that I've been doing is using a macros tracking app for all my food. I'm trying to gain some weight between eating food, going to the gym. Every time I eat a meal, it has this AI feature where you take a picture and then it can tell what kind of food is there. You can edit like the amount that usually guesses wrong. I'm trying to hit that 70 ounce mark. So yeah, that's kind of the basics of my system. Next week we can maybe go over my note system, which isn't directly related to productivity, but it's related, how I keep track of class notes, ideas, plans. Some other stuff that I've been doing this week is planning for my grad concert. I've been getting all the songs ready, all the parts put together, dates, musicians. I had youth group on Wednesday night, worship practice Thursday night, just a lot of music. Been listening to a lot of Parcels, of course, John Mayer. Just listened to his Born and Raised album. Recommend it. It's very, very interesting. All right, guys, week 1, kind of a failure, kind of a success. We'll see how week 2 goes, and we'll update from there. But thank you for watching. I know I'm forgetting to mention a bunch of stuff. This video feels super cluttered and not organized. So let me know what I missed in the comments so that I can make sure to hit it next week. And peace out.